Hello and welcome back to another Keep Moving with Emily. I'm Emily, your adaptive fitness trainer helping you keep moving, and welcome to another fun, high-intensity interval training that can be done seated or standing or a combination of both. However you are feeling, I'm so glad you are joining me. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a workout. We're going to get a nice full body workout. First, we're going to warm it up, so make sure you have your space ready, have some water ready, have some hand weights, a fan turned on. And we're going to check in with our body. You know, I always have things written up on the screen so you can follow along, especially if you have some cognitive challenges like myself. We're going to do a nice body check-in, let that inform us on how we should move today and warm it up, and then we'll get started. So, take a big breath in and a big breath out. We're going to be present right here, right now for this workout. Check in from our head to our toes. How is our cognition today? Did we wake up feeling clear in the mind? Are we feeling a little foggy? Follow along with the screen and you will do just fine. How's your fatigue today? Did you sleep well? Did you wake up energized? Are you feeling a little slower? Give yourself permission to do things slower or in a seated position to kind of help manage that energy. Also check in with your mood. How are we feeling today? Are we feeling overwhelmed, anxious, stressed, frustrated? Whatever it is, notice that mood, channel all of those emotions into the workout today, and hopefully by the end of the workout, you'll either have just escaped the chaos of the day just for a moment in time, or that mood will have been boosted because of exercise. Awesome. Check in with any pain, spasticity, tightness in our muscles, maybe weakness in our legs or balance issues today. Again, using that to inform us on maybe what adaptive equipment we need to use or doing things seated. All right. Last thing, set your intention. Why are you here today? For me, I want to work out with you. I want to get my body moving. I want to feel stronger than MS. So that is why I'm here today. So let's take a big breath in up overhead. Exhale it out. And let's warm it up. Big breath in up overhead, reach. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale through the nose, reach. Exhale through the mouth. Bring those arms down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Perfect. Big breath in. Last one. Moving into arm openers. Love this one. I'm sitting on the edge of my chair. My core is engaged. I'm opening up my arms nice and big, crossing those arms over my chest, tapping my foot from right to left. If lower body, if that doesn't work for you, you can just stick with upper body. This one feels so good in the shoulders and in the chest. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Moving into skier arms. So we're going to inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging forward, chest comes to the thighs. Good. It's almost like you're skiing down a mountain, but nice and slow. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hinging forward, reaching down towards those ankles. Feels so good in the shoulders, lower back. You got it. Big breath in. Exhale down. 2 more. Last one. Nice, sitting up nice and tall. Going into those shoulder rolls. Sometimes I like to add in my elbows and get like a little bit more range of motion. What we're doing with this dynamic warm-up, roll those shoulders forward. We're warming up our muscles. We're getting our blood pumping, prepping our body for the workout. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Spinal twists. Reach across the body. Nice spinal twist. We're working our brain too as we reach opposite hand to that opposite corner. If you're with me all the time, you know workouts look the same, but you know what? We got to work out from our head to our toes. Nice dynamic way. And this is how we're going to do it. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, moving into reach overs. Place that forearm on your thigh. Reach the other arm up and over. Nice stretch in those obliques and in the shoulders. Good. Reach it up and over. This one like really wakes up the body. Any of these things you can do throughout the day. You know, we should be getting in about 30 minutes of exercise 5 days out of the week. But if we need to split that up into shorter increments, like 10 minutes at a time, that's totally fine too. Good, and shake it out. All right, we're moving into lower body. We're gonna do a knee hug. Pull the knee up, rotate in the ankle, or point and flex the toe, and then place the foot on the floor and switch it up. With these knee hugs, if we have some spasticity or tightness in our leg muscles, another option is just to kind of like hug, release, hug, and release. We're just trying to warm up these muscles, get them nice and warm up our hips. You got it. Let's do one more on each side. Pull that knee up, rotate in the ankle, point and flex the toe. Good. Last one. I think out of all the warm-up exercises we do, this next one is my favorite, hamstring scoop. So extend your foot all the way out, heels on the ground, toes pointed up. I'm gonna reach down towards that extended leg and then scoop those hands up, nice big circle. So we're stretching the back side of our leg and our chest. Getting in a nice hinging motion, reach and scoop. Notice we're not holding, we're just gently moving. That's what a dynamic warm-up essentially is. Good, let's do one more. And then we're gonna pull that leg in, switch sides. Hamstring scoop. Notice it's like a full body warm-up move. Feeling a nice stretch in the back of that leg. Working our core too, so we have to sit up nice and tall and reach those arms up. Let's do one more. Reach and scoop. Perfect. Bring that leg in. All right, we're going for windmills. Legs are wide, arms are wide. We're working that brain, working the body. Opposite hand, opposite shin or ankle. Good. Nice little spinal twist here. Hinging, tapping. Good. You got it. Love this one. We may see this, later in our workout. This is a great option if we're doing ice skaters. Last one here. Awesome. All right. We should feel warm. Grab your water, grab your weights, and let's get moving. All right. Workout is up on the screen. What you're going to notice is we always have a cardio. We always have an upper body, a lower body, and a core movement. We're going to do each of these exercises 3 times in a row. So you're really going to work on some repetition. Maybe that first round, you're just kind of figuring out what you're doing, which version you want to do, seated or standing. And then as the rounds go on, maybe increase your speed or just do it more efficiently. Repetition is great for our neuroplasticity, connecting the rest of our brain to our body. Starting off with good old cherry pickers. Great cardio move. Hands to the sky, hands to the hips. Tiny little squat if we're doing it standing. If we're seated, sitting up nice and tall, hands to the sky, hands to the hips, reach it forward. We've got 3 rounds, 30 seconds each, resting for 10 seconds in between. If you're ready, we'll get started in 10 seconds. Let's go. All right, get your mind right. Figure out which version you want to do. Maybe you tried seated one time, standing the next. Up to you. We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So first, maybe you just figure out the movement. Hands to the sky, then reach it forward, or you're doing that tiny little squat. Once you figure it out, maybe you speed it up. You have 3 rounds here, so pace yourself. Anytime you reach hands up overhead, you're gonna get that heart rate up there. Good, standing option is here. You got it, keep going. Reach up nice and high, 3, 2, 1, quick rest. If we're standing, maybe we shift weight from side to side. Take nice big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Round 2, let's go. You got it. Whew. Nice. We're working for 30 seconds. Quick little rest in between. This is what you call high intensity interval training. This is actually found to be really beneficial, specifically for MS, just because it gives us a chance to recover, but still get in a really effective workout in a short period of time. And rest. Good, you got 1 more round, then we'll move in to upper body. I'm gonna do this final one standing. You decide which version works for you. Let's go. Keep breathing. This is a cardio move, meaning we're gonna be getting out of breath. We're working our heart and lung function, really getting the blood pumping. You wanna make it more intense, you speed it up. Yep, you got it. We're almost finished. Stay strong. Perfect. Hang on to it. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Grab some water. Grab your weights. We are working our back muscles, our upper body, for this first move. So it's going to be a row to a reverse fly. So if I grab my weights, for seated option, feet are out in front of me, weights are down by my side. I'm going to hinge forward, and I'm going to row, pull those weights up to my hip pockets, lower them, and then bring them wide, and then sit up nice and tall. That's the seated option. Standing option is going to challenge your balance. Feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knee. I'm hinged forward. I'm going to row, lower, and then open up those arms nice and big and stand. We're going to feel this all in those back muscles. You decide if you want to do this seated or standing. I'll probably do one of each and then decide how I'm feeling for the third round. We get started in 5 seconds. So seated or standing, weights are down by my side. Let's go. Hinge forward, row, pull those weights up, lower, reverse fly, and then sit up or stand up nice and tall. Row, keep those elbows up nice and close to your body, and then slight bend in the elbows as you open up the arms nice and wide. Keep it up. Row to reverse fly. Squeezing in those shoulder blades. You got it. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Rest. I'm going to show the standing version. Feet are shoulder width apart. Weights are by my side. Arms are close to my side. Let's go. So we hinge. Row, lower. Reverse fly, lower. Sit up or stand up nice and tall. Good. Row. If you have to say it out loud, sometimes that's helpful. This is kind of like a cognitive thing. I gotta hinge. Row. Reverse fly. Squeezing the glutes as we stand. 10 seconds left. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Good. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. One more round. I'm going to do this final one seated. You decide seated or standing. Weights are to our side. Let's go. 30 seconds of work. Then we're going to move in to lower body work. Good. We're really going to get in a full body workout in less than 30 minutes. Sometimes we don't have much time, so we're going to make it count. That's why I love like these repetitive movements, because by the third round, I kind of figure out what I'm doing. Nice job. All right. We're moving on to squat taps. So I'm going to place those weights onto the floor. If you're doing this seated and if lifting the legs is a little challenging, if you have a TheraBand, you can always do clamshells. Placing that TheraBand underneath your legs, holding above the knees, and then opening the knees as wide as you can. Hold for a couple seconds and slowly bring them back. This is a great option. If we don't have a TheraBand, we can always use our hands as resistance or just open and close. We're working our glutes, outer thigh, and inner thigh. If lifting the legs does work, we're going to go out to the side, back to the center, out to the side, back to the center. If we need to physically lift, that works too. If you want to do a single side for one round, single side for the other round, and then alternate for the third one, that works too. Kind of get to decide. For the standing option, same idea. So I can either be tapping to the side, holding on to something for 30 seconds, switch sides for the next 30 seconds, and then alternate, or you can do a side step, hanging onto a walker, countertop, chair for balance. Cool? So those are your options for our squat taps, working those glutes, working the thighs. I'm going to start seated. You decide. We start in about 5 seconds. So I'm just going to alternate for all 3 rounds, but here we go. So we're here for 30 seconds. So maybe you're sticking with that single side. Totally fine. That will fatigue one leg. Then you'll get a break and do the other one. Or you can just alternate. You got it. We're sitting up nice and tall if we're seated. You can physically lift the leg if you need to, or you're doing those clamshells. Keep it up. Woo! If you're standing, you got that side step or that squat tap. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice. I'm going to do this one standing. For the standing option, I kind of like to have a little bit of a bend in my knees, almost like a mini squat. It just really works those quads even more. You ready? Let's go. So again, maybe you're doing that single side, or you're alternating, or you're doing a side step. These are all really great options for that standing one, or you're still doing that seated one. Good. Keep it up. Again, maybe I'm hanging on to something if I have balance issues. We're kind of doing a little bit of a single leg stance. Challenges the balance, but it's great if this is something that you can do safely. 3, 2, 1, rest. Final round, we're all alternating whether you're doing it seated or standing. I think I'm gonna do this round standing. You decide. You ready? Let's go. So, maybe I'm doing a side step. That works. Or bring it back to the center and tap the foot to the side. Keep it up, keep it up. You got this. Stay strong. If you're doing the seated option, you are so strong. Give yourself permission to do something that's gonna make you feel successful today. All right, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lovely, finishing with core for this round. Same idea, 3 rounds. We're going for twists. We can do it seated, twisting from side to side as if we're passing food at the table. You can also lean back slightly into like a half sit-up and bring that weight to your hip. If you want to try it standing, nice wide stance with those feet. Twisting from side to side, that your torso is the only thing twisting. The further the weight out is in front of you, the harder it will be. 3 rounds of 30 seconds. Are you ready? I'm gonna start seated. You decide. All right, you ready? Check in with your posture. Sitting up nice and tall, core is engaged. Let's go. Nice little twist, slow and controlled. Eyes are following that weight. I just want you to like try, hold the weight out as far in front of you as you can and notice how much more difficult that is. Yeah, that's why I like to keep it nice and close. If we're seated, we can always lean back slightly and tap to that hip. Good, or you're doing this standing and just twisting from side to side. 3, 2, 1, nice. 2 more rounds. You ready, you ready? Here we go. Big breath in, big breath out. Begin. Keeping that core nice and strong the entire time. Don't forget to breathe. Again, try the weight, oof, all our way out in front. No joke. So challenging. Good. Hang on to it. 3, 2, 1. Final 30 seconds. I'm gonna finish with nice little twists in that half sit-up. So again, I'm leaning back slightly and bringing the weight to my hip pockets. You ready? Let's go. Nice. Twisting from side to side, keeping the core nice and strong. This one's gonna put a little bit more pressure on your lower back. So if you've got lower back issues, just do that sitting up nice and tall option. Nice. Come on, 10 more seconds. You're doing it. Keep it up. And boom. Round 1 complete. Moving on. Let's go. All right, friends, here we are. Round number 2. We are moving on to, 4 new exercises, same format. First, we're starting with punches. We're going to do a lot of different combinations. Again, we have 3 rounds of 30 seconds of each of these exercises, starting with good old punches. So I'm going to put my timer on. We're going to get started in 10 seconds. Again, you can do this seated or standing. You decide. Hands are up. We're just going to start with good old punches right in front. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now, anytime I'm doing punching or really any kind of aerobic activity, if I hear a beat, I'm going to try to stick with it. Can you hear that? Good. Stick with it. Add in a little bit of a twist if you can. Good. You can always come up nice and high. Perfect. I know the music has stopped. Let's keep going. Keep punching. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Again, we can do this seated or standing. I'm going to do this version standing. Again, listen to that music. Find your beat. Let's go. Come on. So good. Reach it up. Crossover punches. Nice and high to that opposite corner. Back in front. Stay strong. I love punches. It's a great way to take out any anger or frustration you may have. Life is hard. Let's take it, channel it, all those emotions in a healthy way. Final round, final 30 seconds. I'm going to challenge you. We're going to go for single, double punch. So it'll be right, left, right, and then switch it up. You ready? Let's go. Good. Single, double. Good. You can come up to the corner if you want. Challenges the brain. Come back to the center. Good. Again, maybe we do this standing. Maybe we do this seated. Whichever version you're doing. So good. Last 5 seconds, nice and quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice. Grab those weights. Moving on to upper body. All right, this one is a double move. Biceps and shoulders. So it's going to go for a bicep curl. And as we lower, lateral raise. Woo! Shoulders and biceps, so good. All right, so that's what's happening in the next 7 seconds. Sitting up nice and tall, standing up nice and tall. Weights are down by our side. Are you ready? Here we go. So we're going to exhale. Curl those weights up to the shoulders. Lower. Slight bend in the elbow. Raise those arms. Curl. Lateral raise. Shoulders and biceps. Nice. You got it. Check in with your posture. Are we sitting up nice and tall? Is your core engaged? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Woo. I'm going to do this next one. Standing. Feet are shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. Roll those shoulders down and back. Curls to lateral raise. Let's go. Curl. Lateral raise. Yeah. Keep it up. We're almost finished. We got one more set after this. I have a slight bend in my elbow as I raise those weights up. Makes it a little bit more easier. If my arms are straight out, you're gonna notice it's like much more challenging. Yeah. Rest. Final round. I think I'm gonna do this round seated. Always listen to your body. It is okay to take a seat if you need to. You ready? Let's go. Final 30 seconds. Yes. Work those biceps. Work those shoulders. Work your core. Work the brain. It's 2 exercises in one. What I like to call compound exercises, where we're working multiple muscles at the same time. So good. This is how we really get the biggest bang for our buck. Rest. Nice. Moving into lower body. We're doing some knee raises. If standing and balance is something you can do safely, I will show you that version in a second. For those of us seated, I'm going to challenge you. You're going to do single side. So you're going to do right knee raises like so for that 30 seconds. Then you'll do left knee. Then you're going to alternate. Nice little march. If I need to physically lift my leg, that is totally fine. If you want to lift it up and hold for a few seconds and then lower, totally fine too. So challenge is to do single side for 30, and then alternate for the last 30. For those of us standing, we can hang onto a wall. We can hang onto our chair, our walker. Same thing, single leg, knee raises. If you really want to work that balance, maybe you hold. We're here for 30 seconds, remember that. Again, use something to help your balance, to keep you safe. And then that final round, that third round, we're just gonna alternate with those knee raises. Cool? All right. Pick which version you wanna do, and we'll get started in 5 seconds. I'm gonna do standing for our single leg raises. Let's go. So knee raise comes up. I'm hanging onto a wall, driving the knee up, knowing that this leg that's standing is also working. As this knee raises, I'm squeezing in my quad, squeezing in my glute, driving this knee up. Core is engaged. Feel all those muscles in our ankle working. Nice. If you're seated, you're still just driving that knee up, maybe lifting the knee up, rest. Other side. Again, if you're maybe wanting to do that hold, you can do that as well. Are you ready? We start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So maybe we're doing that single knee raise, maybe we hold. You can work your balance. Good. Squeezing those glutes, squeezing those quads. Don't let this hip dip, all right? Everything is nice and pulled in, strong, hanging on to that chair, wall, walker, countertop, whatever it is, or we're driving that knee up in a seated position. Rest. Good. Final one, you're just alternating those knee raises. I'm doing this final one seated. I'm gonna hang onto my chair, lean back slightly, and then I'm gonna march those knees. Other great option, physically lifting. Yep, for those of you standing, good old knee raises. Perfect. You got this. Those hip flexors are starting to get tired. So again, we're not going for speed. We're just getting in lots of repetition. So good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Good. Final round. We got our core. Are you ready? We're doing weighted sit-ups, so I want you to grab one weight. You're gonna hold it to your chest. We're sitting on the edge of our chair. We're gonna lean back slightly, tap those shoulder blades to the back. Exhale as we do elbows to knees, all right? Use that breath. That will help you. It's your power breath, engages the core, helps you get up. Weights at our chest, you ready? Begin. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Feel those abdominal muscles tighten as we breathe. These muscles are super important. We gotta get up from our bed, up from the couch, up from the table. Core muscles, everything. Let's go. This weight, just adding resistance. So if the weight gets too heavy, you can always drop it. I want you to rest. Good. Take a big breath in, big breath out. We got 2 more rounds. Just think, a minute of work left. You ready? Let's go. Inhale back, exhale forward. Good. Stay strong, my friends. Core is strong. Your body is strong. It has moved for you today. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Final 30 seconds. We can do anything for these short periods of time. This is why I love high intensity interval training, because I'm like, okay, I can do this for 30 seconds. Let's go. 30 seconds strong. Nice. Inhale back, exhale forward. Come on. I'm gonna challenge you, last 10 seconds. I want you to lean back slightly and just hold. Core is strong. We're in like half sit up right now. Hang on to it. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and boom. You are so strong. Nice job. All right, so we've got rope climbs. It's a great cardio move, works the brain, works the body. We're gonna reach up and pull. So seated option is here. We're sitting up nice and tall. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Standing option, same idea. If you wanna add in a march, you can. If you wanna add in a knee drive with that opposite knee, that's gonna be your most intense option. So you kind of decide which version you like. Cool? So again, do the seated, do the standing. Either option is a good option. I'm gonna turn our timer on and we're gonna get started in 10 seconds. So get your mind right. Get your body ready. I'm gonna start seated. Sitting up nice and tall. Are you ready? Rope climb, start. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, I love music. Working out to music, cleaning to music, gives me a little bit of a beat to stick with. You can kind of add this into like a little bit of a dance move if you want. Good. Add a little bounce. 10 seconds to go. We're doing like single arm reaches. So good. 3, 2, 1. Whoo, shake it out. 2 more rounds, just like that. You ready? Let's go, let's go. Next one begins now. So, if I'm doing this standing, I kind of like to add in my hips. Kind of a good little option if, marching doesn't work, or I can march. Nice. Again, you want this more intense, you speed it up. Arms are gonna be tired. We got upper body next. Maybe I'll change that up. We don't wanna over fatigue our arms. Woo, rest. Shake it out. Final round, 30 seconds left. Rope climbs. Are you ready? Shake out those arms. We're starting now. Let's go. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Come on. If you can speed it up, go for it. If not, that is okay. Pace yourself. We still got a lot of workout left. We don't want to gas ourselves out too much. Come on, you got 10 seconds left. I'm with you. Nice. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right. Here's the beauty of being your trainer. I'm going to make an executive decision. We're switching number 2 with number 3. We're going to do lower body, and then we'll go back to upper body just because my arms are tired and I need to give them a break. I'm sure you're feeling the same. So number 3 is either a sit to stand with a calf raise. So I'm going to stand up, calf raise, sit down, or if maybe a sit to stand and then a seated calf raise, that's totally fine. So again, maybe we just do sit to stand, seated calf raise, or stand, calf raise, and then sit down. Seated option is going to be leg extension, calf raise, calf raise. So I'm challenging your brain. If you can only remember one calf raise, that's totally fine. You decide which version, seated option or your standing option, okay? 3 rounds of 30 seconds. We start in about 8 seconds. I'll start with the seated option. Are we ready? Core is engaged. Check in with your posture. Let's go. So if you're doing those leg extensions, I'm doing alternating leg extension, squeezing in the quad, and then 2 little calf raises. Good. If you're doing that standing option, you can either do the seated calf raise or the standing one. Both are really great options. As long as you keep moving, I'm good with that. And rest. Beautiful. Round 2 of our sit to stands or leg extensions with that calf raise. Are we ready? I'm going for standing version now. Let's go. So I might do stand, calf raise, sit down, calf raise. We kind of get to make it our own, what works for you. Nice. Last 10 seconds. Let's go. Now that we've done 2 rounds, what are you doing for your 3rd round? Are you going to try it standing? Are you going to do it seated? You decide. Are you going to do a combination of both like me? Here we go. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Leg extensions or sit to stands. Good. I'm kind of doing a combo of both. Good. Awesome. Stay strong. You've got 10 seconds left. We can do anything for 10 seconds. Yeah? Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. All right, we got bicycles for our core move. So, options. Hands are up by my ears. I'm bringing opposite elbow to opposite knee. So this is going to be the most intense version. Lifting the knee as I twist and touch that opposite elbow to the opposite knee. If lifting the legs doesn't work for you, you can do a nice little twist like so, elbow to that knee. You can also do that windmill, all right? You'll probably see this again, so maybe stick with this little twist. You can also just reach. So kind of a little sit up with a reach, that's a good option too. Which version are you doing? Let me know. Here we go. Are you ready? Hands are up. Elbows are up. 3, 2, let's go. Strong core. This is where we work our brain. Opposite elbow to that opposite knee. Maybe I can lift the knee slightly and touch. That works too. Good. Working the brain and working the body and working the core. All in one. Come on, 5 seconds left. And rest. Nice. 2 more rounds. Lots of options for you. Figure out which one's going to work best for you. And begin. Use that breath. Exhale as you twist. Inhale as it comes back in the middle. Inhale here. Exhale. Good. Or you're bringing that elbow to that knee as you hinge forward. Or maybe I'm touching. Reaching for that shin. Good. Or I can kind of lift the knee and touch that opposite knee to the opposite hand. Nice. Final one. Let's go. You are so strong. 3, 2, let's go. Good. Kind of doing a little bit of like a alternating shin tap. Driving the knee up, touching my hand to that shin or that elbow to that knee. Can you give me 10 more seconds? Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And rest. Grab some water. Let's go. Oh, you all thought you were going to get away with not having to do Arnold presses. This is why I have things written up on the screen, so when I forget and I've shifted things, I know it. All right, we're going to finish with Arnold presses. Oh, this is why people have trust issues with trainers. Just when you think you're done, you're not. All right, we've got Arnold presses. So if the weights ever get too heavy, you can always drop them. An Arnold press is like a shoulder press, but it's got a little bit more to it. So my elbows are up, my weights or my wrists are facing my face. I'm gonna open and then press those weights up to the sky. Squeezing in the chest as I bring my elbows together, open and press. All right, we're doing this seated or standing. I may change up a little bit how we do it for the 3 rounds, but right now it's just gonna be open and press. Again, drop the weights if they get too heavy. Here we go. We start in 9 seconds. Seated or standing, check in with your posture. Get those weights up. Are you ready? So we're gonna open and press. Good. Like I said, we're getting cardio, core, upper body, and lower body. And y'all thought you were gonna skip this exercise. I know, this one's a challenging one. We're working our chest, we're working our shoulders. Nice. A little bit of triceps too as you press them up to the sky. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Okay, this round we're going single arm, just alternating, okay? Seated or standing, you ready? Here we go. So press it up with the right, bring it back. Up with the left and bring it back. Nice. So just think. 3rd round, we're gonna go single, single, and then together. Good. Squeeze that elbow as you bring it in. Working that chest. Working those shoulders. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Whoo! Rest. All right, final one. We're going single, single, then double. Are you ready? Seated or standing. Final 30 seconds. Let's go. So we're going to go single arm, and then both. Nice. Nice, slow, and controlled. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too fast. You're almost finished. Can you give me 10 seconds? And then we will be done with this round. Let's go. And now we rest. Now we grab water. Nice job. All right, friends, here we go. Next round, we've got some ice skaters. So this is our cardio move. Couple different options. If we're seated, it's gonna look a little bit like a windmill. So I'm just reaching back and like reaching that arm back as I touch my opposite hand to that opposite shin. Just like so. Nice little ice skater here, okay? Standing option, we can do opposite hand to the opposite knee as I shift weight from side to side. Awesome option if lifting the legs doesn't work. If you want something a little bit more intense, a little bit more challenging of the balance, we're gonna step, tap behind, okay? This is much more challenging for a balance, so again, think about what is the safest option for me. I love this standing one because we're still doing the same movement. We're still incorporating that skating motion, but both feet stay on the floor. So you got 3 sets of 30 seconds. Decide which version works for you. I'm gonna start seated. This is our cardio move, so once you figure it out, speed it up if you can. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm really reaching that other arm back behind. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. You're getting in some core. You're getting in some cardio. Nice. Stay strong if you're doing that standing option, making sure you're shifting your weight from side to side, pushing that hip out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. I'm going for that standing option, both feet on the floor. As I reach, I'm leaning to that hip out and then switching. Here we go. So I'm leaning from side to side. Nice little shift in the weight. Tapping that hand to the opposite knee, or I'm kind of tapping back behind. Much more challenging option. It's going to challenge your balance. Key is to stay safe. To be successful, to finish strong, no falls, no injuries is the goal. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. All right, this is where we decide which version are we doing for our final round. Let's go. I'm sticking with my standing option. You ready? Let's go. I'm really pushing off that leg as I shift from right to left. If you're doing that standing option, really reach that arm back. Touch that opposite hand to the opposite knee. Keep moving. Come on, stay strong. We're almost done. Come on, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boom. Take a seat. We're working our chest. And this is where, we're gonna work our chest. We're gonna kind of do it in a couple different options. So grab your weights. If you don't have weights, but you've got a TheraBand, what I want you to do is hold that TheraBand and you're just gonna bring those elbows back and push it forward. Elbows back, push it forward. You're gonna work your chest that way. If you've got weights, we're gonna be leaning back into our chairs. So shoulder blades are kind of into my chair, elbows are wide, and I'm gonna press up and down. All right, we're here for 30 seconds. Elbows come wide, and we're gonna push it forward. If leaning back hurts your back or hurts your neck, just do it standing. Use that TheraBand or no TheraBand at all. If you really wanna challenge, do some wall push-ups or against the countertop, all right? 3 rounds of 30 seconds. We start in 5, 4. Figure out which version you're doing. Let's go. So I'm gonna inhale as those elbows bend. Exhale as my arms extend. Nice, slow and controlled. I'm pushing those weights directly over my chest. Or you're using that TheraBand. Or you're pushing off the countertop or the wall. I do love some kitchen countertop push-ups. Such a good thing while my food is cooking. You know, we can do exercises all throughout our house. And rest. Good. We should have 2 more rounds. We can do this. I'm gonna show you with my TheraBand, just in case that's what you're using. Arms are shoulder width apart. Pull those elbows back, bringing that weight towards our chest and pushing away. And now I can always do this leaning back too. Pull and push. Working the chest, let's go. Good. Or you can do it sitting up nice and tall. Keep it up. If you're doing those push-ups, use that breath. Rest. Again, as we push away from the wall, we exhale. Inhale as we bring it towards our forehead, towards the wall. Final round. I'm using my weights. Let's go. Nice. Then upper body will be done. Then we got some lower body where we work those hamstrings, those glutes. Stay strong. Use that breath. Exhale, press. Inhale down. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. All right. We are doing deadlifts or hinges. So hinges is if we're seated. Deadlifts is if we're standing. We're still going to use our weights. If we're seated, I want you to extend those legs out. Heels are going to be kind of in the ground. So legs are kind of straight, maybe slight bend in the knees. And I'm going to hinge forward with my weights to my side, hinge it forward, and then I'm going to push through those heels and stand up nice and tall. Not using my back, but I'm like really pushing through those heels, squeezing my glutes as I sit up nice and tall. So again, it kind of looks like this: hinge, push, squeezing in my glutes as I sit up. If I squeeze in those glutes, it's going to use that lower body, not my back. All right. If we're doing this standing, you're going to hinge forward, slight bend in those knees, weights come towards my kneecaps, squeeze in the glutes as I stand. Okay. If the weights are too much, you can always be kind of close to a chair, reach towards the chair, see how my back stays flat. I'm going to squeeze in my glutes, squeeze in my hamstrings. Reach for that chair, up and squeeze. All right, 3 sets of 30 seconds. I'll start with that seated option. You decide which one you're gonna do. You're doing the standing one. Get yourself ready. Ready? We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hinge. Squeeze in those glutes before you stand or before you sit up. Hinge forward, back stays flat. Nice. We're working those hamstrings. If deadlifts don't really work for you or hinges still don't work for you, you can always do good old hamstring curls where you tap underneath your chair. Rest. This is also a really great option. If this feels better, go on ahead and do that. All right, I'm going for standing. Deadlifts, shoulder width apart, hinge forward, up and squeeze. Good. I always say flat back, and then we squeeze in those glutes, slight bend in the knees, so I'm gonna feel that tension in my hamstring, and that's when I stand. Good. Hamstrings and glutes on fire. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Final round, last 30 seconds. I'm gonna show that one where we reach towards the chair in front of us or the countertop in front of us. So I'm gonna reach up and squeeze. You're gonna feel kind of like a stretch, essentially. In the hamstrings, reach, squeeze. If we feel this in our lower back, we might be like bending our back. That's gonna hurt you. So keep it nice and flat. Good. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. Final minute and a half of work here. We're doing starfish. This is my favorite core exercise. I love it because it's a little bit of like core and a little bit of cardio. So we kind of hinge forward, touch those ankles, and then I'm gonna lean back like half sit up. And as I reach those arms wide like a Y. So then I'm gonna exhale, crunch forward, touch those ankles, and bring it back. Now if you want it like a little bit spicier, as you reach, legs can come wide, almost like a jumping jack. So fun, full core exercise. We start in 10 seconds. Are you ready? Here we go. Get your mind right. 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna hinge forward, touch those ankles, lean it back slightly, and reach those arms wide. Really reach those fingertips. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch it forward. Nice. Again, if you want to incorporate lower body, go for it. Makes it much more challenging. Rest. Good work. 2 more rounds, just like that. I like this song. Kind of like makes me want to like, ooh, go hard, let's go. 30 seconds of work. Inhale, open up those arms. Exhale, through the mouth as you reach. And crunch. Good. Again, we're not going for speed, but as we reach those arms up overhead, you're still getting in some cardio. Cardio and core. Here we go. 5 seconds left. And whoo! Can you give me 30 more seconds? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right, final 30 seconds. Let's go. Reach. Nice job. Just think, when we're done here, we get to stretch it out and cool it down. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom. You did it. Super proud of you. Let's stretch it out. Oh, friends, we did it. We moved our bodies, and I'm so beyond proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me for another Keep Moving with Emily workout. We're going to stretch it out, cool it down, and appreciate our bodies for how they've moved and breathed for us today. So take a big breath in, reach those arms up overhead. Extend the arms up, lengthen in the spine. Exhale. Reach those arms back behind and open up the chest. Just take a few deep breaths here, filling up those lungs. Big breath in. Exhale, round in the back. Hug that tree. Nice stretch in those shoulder blades. As we stretch, check back in with your body. Kind of how we did at the beginning of just that body scan. How's our mood? Has it improved? Exhale, shake it out. How's our fatigue? How's our muscles? Things like that. Inhale into Warrior 1. Palms face each other. Exhale into Warrior 2. Push those walls away. Bring one arm across your body, hug it to your chest, and rotate in the wrist. Hopefully your muscles feel a little bit more loose. Hopefully, some endorphins have gotten going, or like I said, you were just able to step away from life for a little bit. You got to be present in this moment. Open up those arms wide, push the walls away. Exhale, the arm comes across. Rotate in the wrist. And thank your body for how it has moved for you today. How strong your arms have been, your legs have been, your core has been, your mind has been. Just be grateful. Exhale, shake it out. Let's do a nice little spinal twist here. So breathe in. Exhale, twist your torso to one side. Nice little spinal twist here. Good, breathe in. Exhale to the other side. Nice. So as we breathe, we're just reminding ourselves that we have breath in our lungs, which means we have purpose today, whatever that may be. Exhale, come back to center. Let's grab underneath the knee, pull the knee up towards your chest, rotate in the ankle, point and flex the toe. We'll hold here for a little bit longer. Our muscles are warmer now, so we can hold more of a static stretch where you hold for a little bit longer. And if any of these stretches feel good, you can stay there. I'm just kind of help guiding you. We don't want to neglect this part of our workout. Exhale, lengthen that leg long, and then we're going to reach. My heels in the ground, toes pointed up. If you can reach for that toe, great. If you can only reach for your shin, awesome. Or knee, awesome. Or just stay here. Focusing on your breath. Listening to the music. Good. As we breathe in, pull that knee up. Place the ankle on top of your thigh. Nice little glute stretch here, hip stretch. I like to bring my chest towards that bent leg, but you decide if that feels good to you or not. Awesome. Pull that knee up. Place the foot on the floor. Other side. Pull the knee up. Rotating the ankle. Point and flex the toe. Well, I hope you feel really proud of yourselves. You did it. Check that box. You got in your exercise for the day. Thanks for being my workout buddy. Exhale, lengthen that leg long, heels in the ground, toes pointed up and reach. Maybe next time you're like, bring a friend over, have them join you for this workout. It's a good one. It's nice and, you can fit it into your day. You got this. Pull that knee up, place the ankle on top of your thigh, hinge it forward. I think for me, what I just love is making fitness accessible for all levels of ability, giving you options for seated or standing options. Maybe I'm introducing you to new exercises or something that you're like, hey, I could do this at my desk, or I should do this in the morning, like the body scan. That's a really great tool to use throughout the day just to kind of check in. Our bodies change. MS is different every day. And so I think sometimes just like being aware of how we're doing is really, really powerful. Good. Pull that knee in. Place the foot on the floor. Last big breath in. Exhale it out. So strong. Yes. Thanks so much for joining me for another Keep Moving with Emily, and I will see you next time.